Hi and welcome to my video. I am going to be doing a really quick craft, and this is going to be for Craftmas. I have no idea. I got very behind on my videos, and so I'm just releasing videos and catching up with you guys, so I have no idea when this will be posted. This is a little craft journal that you will see where I got this. You'll see way after Christmas. There's a video that I filmed that this will pop up in, and I said I was going to use it for something different, and I'm going to set that up right now. I just want to do something really simple. I'm going to use this favorite paper that I've been using all December, and I'm not going to use the book like this. I'm going to use it like this. So it just is embossed and it says saying yes. It came in an Allie Edwards one little word mini kit, and it's dot grid, which is not my favorite, but I think that I can manage with it for what I'm doing. I'm not going to be putting anything. I'm just going to be using the straight paper in here. That's it. I'm going to be using markers and the straight paper. I'm not using any kind of stickers or anything, so it won't matter that it won't matter, but I want it to match all of my other journals for this year. And I definitely have some scraps in here that I can use. And lucky enough, all of this goes like with craft, so that's not going to be an issue. I was hoping that I had in here like this design, just kind of digging through like the scraps I have. I don't think it's necessary for me to cut anything up like a big 12 by 12 piece. Oh, I do, look. Perfect, because that's really what I wanted. And I just want to use my corner rounder. And I wonder if I could put anything like a chipboard piece, maybe something flat on the front, just as a, I'm just looking. Maybe we'll do a heart or something. Let's do, what I could do is this, or maybe just this. And I'm not even going to be precious about this, you guys. I literally, I'm just going to eyeball everything because I'm just going to use this as a running to-do list. I saw Helen from the Coffee Monster Co. do something similar. And I was like, oh, that's such a good idea. But I really haven't had anything that would work, like a notebook or anything that would really work to do this thing the way she did it. And when I got this little notebook, I was like, oh, you know what? That would be perfect for what I want to do. So I want this to be able to go on here like so. And then I want to use my corner rounder. I'm going to use my very old Creative Memories corner rounder. I feel like that will match really well. And it does not match well. Oh, bummer. Well, I could trim this off a little because it could. Okay, let's use my trusty corner chomper with the 1/4 inch. Which actually the 1/4 inch is my favorite. Oh yeah, that's gonna match a lot better. Okay. All right, I decided to jump into voiceover mode because I was just, I sort of started rambling and like trying to figure things out. And so I'm just adding the paper. I'm using my ATG gun because it's a very strong adhesive. I had a little bit of an issue with it. I just had to fix it. Sometimes if I'm going too fast, the adhesive will get stuck around the roller and won't be coming off of the roller. So I just fixed that, and then I added it to the front. Like I said, I didn't want to be too precious about it because it literally is just going to work as my to-do place that I write down a running list. I also, in the new year, I want to start, or I want to do a set of time blocking and just record my time and how long things are taking me. I like to do this every couple, twice a year I do it, I think. And the new year is a great time to do that. And I just record when I'm doing things and how long that they are taking so that I can better plan my time and better work with, time management. So that's what this little notebook is going to work as. And I have a pen that I just stuck to it. And then instead of having to have my planner or dig for my work notebook or something, I can just grab this. And because my to-do lists oftentimes can be into different things, like one for home tasks and life tasks and one for work tasks, this will be a great way to just be like, what do I have to do today, and combine those. I went through my hearts here and I was looking for something that would match. None of the pinks would, but I'm going to end up finding a green vellum one that's going to work really well. And then I'm going to put some word phrases over it. So that's going to work out really well. So things have been a little bit crazy here. As we wrapped up the musical, it was great. Believe it or not, I'm actually missing all of the hustle and bustle of the musical. It's like, it just is like 6 months of work and then it's done and it's over, and you're not seeing these kids anymore and you're not hanging out with them anymore. And it's, I don't know, I've been a little bit sad, but I've been doing some baking. My mom got here. California's fog rolled out and the rain rolled in, which you know that I love. So that has been wonderful. It's been a little bit hard to be down in my office with Andrew being down here. If he's not down here, then when I am down here, it's a little bit crazy. Like things are everywhere. I have been filming small clips over the month of December to share sometime after Christmas of just the different ways my office gets crazy and how I clean it up and the things that I do. And you'll see that in just about a week or so, but it's been a little bit hard because I just struggle when things are not cleaned up and put away and I don't have room to live, so it's been a little bit crazy. So this is all I was going to do to this. So this is about where I was thinking that the video would end. I did some dash lines on top of it and I was like, okay, great. Like this little craft that I did, it's going to be super helpful. Something that I really wanted to do. That's what Craftmas is about, is really what is happening sort of in the moments for me. It's not so much planning out projects because I sort of am just wrapping things up and then I'm thinking about my projects for next year. And so this is sort of what happens in December, where I'm just popping in here. I'm doing different little crafts. So I thought that this would be it. I was like, okay, done. It's all done. Great. Took me, 10 minutes. Then I kept thinking about it and more ideas started coming. And so I was like, well, I have to film it. So the first thing I did is I picked out 2 colors of ink that match pretty well. It is the Concord and 9th Rainforest. And then you'll see the other one on there. I don't know what the other one was. And then this is a piece of tissue paper that came in I think it came in an illustrated faith kit. And when I was digging through my tissue paper, when I was wrapping Christmas gifts, I saw that and I desperately wanted to use it, which is probably what kicked off wanting to do something more in this. And then I kept thinking that it would be so fun to have a camera stamped on the craft. Like originally I was thinking in black. I'm going to end up stamping it in the darker green ink, which matches the paper collection perfectly.
I'm going to use my Misty just in case I need to stamp it like twice. I wasn't sure if I would get a really good, like, crisp image. So I wanted to put it in the Misty. I had to use a little bit of washi tape to hold that cover down. So this is the washi tape that I just have in my drawer that I just use to like tape things down when I need to. And it ended up actually matching this little notebook really well, and I'll end up using it towards the end. You'll see it. But I'm just gonna grab those on my Misty door there. I'm having to hold it down still a little bit. The washi tape obviously isn't strong enough to hold that the way it's folded over, but it's totally gonna work. The Concord and Ninth ink pads are foam ink pads like the Stampin' Up ink pads are, and those can get very, very juicy. When you have a felt ink pad, it tends to soak in the ink a little bit more, and so you'll notice that on one of my stamps, I think it's the middle one, that juiciness of the stamp is, it doesn't smear, but it smears a little bit. And you can see, I can tell that it's wet. And I know that if I close that book to do the next thing, that ink is going to get on that first page, which is not a big deal. This ends up looking a little bit like mixed media-ish because the ink does smear a little bit. But it's not so bad that I was annoyed by it. So that was really good. So then what I wanted to do was take a corner of this and like have it coming up from the corner. So I cut a little piece of this off. I was trying to save as much of it as I could. Now, originally I wanted that scripture to show, but what ends up happening, it ends up getting cut down more than I meant for it to, because I was trying to get some of the flower and some of the writing. It ends up working out fine. What happened is I ended up using a little too much glue. So when you see as I glue it, the corner gets a little bit too much glue, and I should have done a little bit thinner of a little thinner coat here. The paper is, the other thing that I like about this is I have these types of journals, but the paper is really thin on the ones that I have. I have several different sizes. I think I got it years ago in an Amazon pack that had like several different sizes for like traveler's notebook style notebooks. But the paper is very thin. One of them is the one that I used for my October memories and gratitudes. And the paper's so thin. This particular one that's from Ali Edwards, the paper is not thin. And I think it is because she meant it for documenting. And so the paper is a little bit thicker, which will be great for writing. I prefer a little bit of a thicker paper for just like to do notes. My planner is very thin paper, obviously, but it's a different type of writing that I'm doing in that. Where this, I just want to be able to use, you know, a gel pen, and like my favorite gel pen, and I just want to be able to write a note and write notes and, you know, have it be a little bit more messy. So then I stamped on the back, I stamped from a stamp from Close to My Heart from years ago that says these little moments, and I thought that was perfect. And then I am going to end up adding a stamp to the back of that, and then when I folded this over, a little bit of that ink got onto this tissue paper, but again, it doesn't bother me. It's not so much that I felt like it ruined it. It just kind of made it look more like a layering situation or like a mixed media situation. So I wanted like a very torn sort of layered look, and so definitely much more of that tissue paper got torn off than I had wanted, but that's okay. And then that corner had a lot of glue on it, and so it got a little like goopy. So now I'm using the lighter color, and I'm going to use this stamp set from Hepa from my little journal. This is one of her alpha stamps, and I'm just going to stamp. I almost said type, like I'm typing. I'm not typing, I'm stamping. I'm just going to stamp my initials, and then I'm going to stamp another camera. I'll end up stamping another camera, and that will be it. You know, it was super simple, but I was able to be a little bit more crafty. I'm struggling a little bit right now. This happens with my anxiety, where I have some situation that happens, like a pulled muscle or something minor. It always ends up being something minor. Currently, it's a pulled muscle in my back, and it's been this way for about a week. And I think I slept wrong, but it's like, because it's gone on for so long, I'm sure that I have cancer or a tumor, or I'm dying, or it's some situation, and my anxiety has been out of hand, basically. And then that causes me to move slower in life, and I'm not sleeping. Again, I'm having a really bad bout of sleeping situations. Currently, on the day that I am voiceovering this, I've been up since 4, and I probably slept maybe 2 hours. So I'm tired and like just struggling to get past this anxiety. It's nice the kids are out of school. My mom's here. She's been helping. I've been baking and cooking. I wanted to cook all of the different things by myself this year with my mom here, because I've never done that. I've either cooked with my grandma or with my mom. And because my mom's been cooking all these things for years and years, you know, it just comes so natural to her that she'll do a lot of the things. And this year I was like, I just want to do it myself, but I just want you here to help, since I'm not great at cooking. And so I've been doing that, and that has been interesting. I'm not the best in the kitchen, but I have been finding a lot of joy in it. I've been thinking about my grandma quite a bit. Yeah, and so those are the things that I've been doing. So I'm editing videos and doing crafty projects when I can, and getting those up for you. And then it's just about time for Craftmas to end, and I do have plans to show all of my new stuff for the new year, my new setup, my title page. All of that stuff will be coming up, and I'll be back on my regular schedule after Christmas. So I do appreciate you all being here for Craftmas and hanging out with me, and just seeing these little projects that I've been putting together. I'm itching to get back into my office and be crafty in other ways. I'm really looking forward to that. So I did add, like I said, some of this washi tape. It just worked perfect with the colors that I was using anyways. So I added a little bit of that to the front and the back, and then I'm going to end up stamping one more camera. You know how much I love cameras, and I'm loving stamping more and more as I get into it more, and I find I don't know, as I find a good rhythm, I'm just loving stamping more and more. And I love how this came out. I used my favorite teeny tiny camera stamp. This says The Little Moments, and then I stamped a camera right above it, and it came out perfect. And I just love it. I love how that nestles in. So, and I just did that in the darker ink on that craft. I've already started to use this, and I think it is exactly what I needed. I will share it later on, maybe, if I feel like there's anything exciting to it. Otherwise, this was just a fun little craft. Thank you so much for being here. You can check out 2 other videos here on the screen for you. I also have a playlist that is titled Craftmas 2025. All of the things that I can link, I will. And I will catch you in my very next Craftmas video coming up soon. Thanks, everyone.